Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back today, man. Hey, we got Cameron in the building. Today's video topic: this streamer got too drunk and ruined his career. Yeah, that can happen. Unfortunately. You said what?
You say yeah, that can happen.
Yeah. I could. I don't know why it's like I gotta get them new headphones, man. I gotta get those ones with so I can hear.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been looking. I'm just waiting for that.
Okay.
Hey, man, with that being said, before we get into it, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want the first part. All you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals,
knock it in with a thumbs up.
We'll highly appreciate it, man. But you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's see what streamer he got for us today, man. Who the fool? Bring him up to the court.
Okay, so recently Ludwig held an event where he had a bunch of creators and they all played some Mario Kart. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what Mario Kart is, it's essentially Mario Kart, but you have to finish a beer during the race. It's like a fun little drinking game. I personally don't drink, but I'm not gonna lie, it does sound kind of lit, I will say. Now, during that event, there was a huge incident where one of the creators...
Would you play this?
No.
Well, I'm saying without... Well,
no.
What if they just tell you could do wine, take a shot of wine?
A shot of wine?
Well, it had to be more than a shot of wine.
No.
You like wine, though?
Yeah, but I'm not about to... I would like to enjoy my wine, like sip on it. I don't know.
She said, I ain't trying to chug now. But the game, the premise of it is to get drunk. So you have fun, you know, it's on that print.
Yeah.
It does sound kind of lit, I will say. Now, during that event, there was a huge incident where one of the creators named Mango, who is a Smash Bros. Melee pro, and not only just a pro, a lot of people see this man Mango as the GOAT of Smash Melee. What? And unfortunately, he got too turned and started humping a bunch of women there.
We're not drunk, guys. Yeah, we're not drunk. But Mango, on the other hand, he's humping toes.
Shout out to you, Cameron. You learn. You learn. Just blur the whole thing out.
No.
That's what I like.
End the stream. End it.
End the stream, Mango said.
End the stream.
Now, this whole clip is crazy, if we're being completely real. Number one, this man is talking about end the stream while he's over there humping on them. That is pretty odd. Why do you want that stream to end, brother? You know what I'm saying? Number two, the fact that this man just walks up to them and starts humping them is pretty crazy as well. I don't want to laugh, because this is a very disgusting and weird moment.
You don't want to
seem insensitive. At the same time, it's just so odd, because why is this man humping Toad? Like, why does he have the Toad little mushroom and he's humping it? But as you can see, they're legit disgusted. Right off the bat, you can see her face. She's like, heck no.
Oh, Emily. I just peeped that was Emily.
Well, he blurred it so quick, and I didn't realize who the girl was on this side.
But as you can
Did you see?
I still haven't seen
they're
it.
legit disgusted. Right off.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Because
I was just looking at her facial expression.
Matter of fact, I think I had clicked on the stream one time.
And clicked off.
No, I'm saying I seen this, and I was like, what is Emily got going on? Because Emily was, not too long ago, she was getting drunk. She's old enough. It is what it is. I'm not judging.
You know something?
But I was like, Emily a little turn, getting drunk at it.
You know the reason why I couldn't do a drinking game, because 2 shots I'm gone. I'm a lightweight. I can't. Yeah.
And y'all think I talk a lot, which I really don't. I'm a very quiet person. I am. And you know this. You talk way more than I do.
What's that got to do with getting drunk?
I'm very quiet. You ain't never seen me drunk though.
I'm just saying when you drunk, you be
when
quiet.
I get liquor, I'm like this.
How am I? I talk a lot. Regardless.
It's just not on camera.
I think
we're very opposite on camera. I'm being completely honest. I don't care what y'all think. No, I just don't care what y'all like. Trust and believe. Y'all be like, oh, can you talk a lot? No, I really don't talk, bro.
Well, I will say you do talk a lot to me, on a regular. But in general, you don't talk a lot.
And I don't even talk to you a lot, because sometimes I just really be wanting you to leave me alone. Don't bother me. Let me do me.
And I be the same way.
No, you really don't, bro.
No, this man lying.
You really don't. But this ain't about us.
It ain't about us. So let's get back into it.
Back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
I think I had clicked on the stream. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I ain't get what was going on. And so I just clicked off.
So you clicked off.
Yeah.
The bat, you can see her face. She's like, heck no. And then he gets on the table and keeps on humping the toad. But unfortunately, those were not his only victims. Another one was the streamer Senna.
Give me a full shot? That's fine.
Now, you know Senna be disgusting.
I was like, I know
Emily gonna be like, Emily, I can tell with Emily, she's not necessarily 100% controversial.
Yeah.
Help me.
Yeah, that's how you said.
But she's like, okay, you have your fun. Okay, whatever. And she tries to be dismissive of it, like not giving any mind or give it the attention that you're seeking. Senna gonna be disgusted.
And then also in that regards to that, I feel like if it's like, I feel like if she need to, she would. But I feel like since he went like on that side of the girl, he was like more so.
No, I think she'll be like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know how she be.
Yeah.
She be like, okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
But I do like that she's not like, you know what I'm saying? She's in her own bubble. And I respect it though. I respect that. Senna gonna be like, dude, you're being weird.
OD.
Yeah.
Like, no.
And if you know,
to call you out.
And some people know how they are drunk and they don't care. Like I had a friend in college, when he gets drunk, very aggressive. And I used to, like, we were doing a party group and stuff, and he was part of the party group. I used to be like, bro, you can't drink.
Yeah.
You cannot drink because I'm not finna be trying to babysit you, and I ain't got time to be trying to worry about you snapping on people. Because he went to, I ain't gonna put it business out, but you know what I'm saying? There's some things that happen, and he been in jail behind it. And I'm just, well, I ain't saying why, but I'm just saying. But yeah, like, if you know you can't handle your liquor, stay at home. Honestly, so you won't be like intrigued to condone.
Is it like good? Like we have something or no?
No, it's good. It's good.
Okay. Mango.
That is crazy. The fact that he starts in the back, sees the camera, walks up, then goes up to her shoulder and starts humping the toad near her shoulder. This is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting. And what makes it the craziest is that this is all happening live in 4K, Ultra HD. All the cameras are on, and all the women who are getting humped are like, ew. Like, what is this man doing? I feel like I don't really have to say much about these clips. I think we all can agree that this is some grade A sexual harassment, and it's pretty disgusting. And the fact that he's doing it live, like, we can only wonder what this man would do if the cameras were turned off. And what makes it even worse about this whole situation is that Mango has a son. I have no kids or nothing. I feel like I'm a little too young for that now. I'm only 22. But if I was an adult, this is not the kind of image I'd want to have online.
The camera just say, if I was an adult, you are.
Mango has a son. I have no kids or nothing. I feel like I'm a little too young for that now. I'm only 22. But if I was an adult, this is not...
Cameron, you are an adult. That's what y'all got to realize, bro. Even though you're 22, you're still an adult, my brother. You know what I'm saying? So you turn 18. And I know somebody cried before because I said this. 18, you are an adult. You can move, you can do, you can say a lot. You're an adult. Now, I understand mindset, mentality. A lot of y'all move at a slower pace. Cool, whatever. But at 18, you know what I'm saying? You are an adult. Some of y'all just need to have that realization. You know what I'm saying? Some people had to grow up faster than others. It is okay.
Not the kind of image I'd want to have online. For my son to see me go on a humping spree because I was too drunk, like, I don't know, I just find that insane. And after the whole situation, it seems like Mango actually put out a few tweets basically saying how he is very sorry for his actions. Here's one of the tweets.
Is he really?
Hate waking up and seeing I was a drunk dumb. Don't feel like using drunk excuse because it's childish, but in the moment, I think everyone is as drunk as me, and that's usually not the case. I will privately...
It's not even got caught because you was on live. It ain't nothing to get caught about. Like, you are on live.
No, you're
in the camera.
You're like, upset that people
are calling you out on it.
Yeah, and you talking about some don't like using the drunk excuse because it's childish. But in the moment, I think everyone is as drunk as me. And that's usually not the case. Well, in this regards, that you can't handle your liquor. Because you just said that's usually not the case. So every time you get drunk, you feel as though everybody on your level, you just stop drinking, my boy.
Yeah.
Like, just stop drinking because you can't handle the liquor. Liquor, everybody responds to alcohol differently. I kind of know how you are drunk. You kind of...
Find it?
I ain't gonna say, but drunk you is kind of like... It's like... But you've been drunk since we've been together more than I have. Yes. But one time you drove home and I said, "See, you drunk."
I was not drunk.
You were drunk.
I would have never got behind.
You were drunk.
No,
and it was only. I was like, "All right, cool, whatever," because
you
it was right down the street.
Because I came home telling you stuff, like talking, and I'm just telling you how my night went. I'm not drunk though.
Y'all should have seen it. I said,
was not drunk.
She said, "I ain't drunk." Well, maybe I'm tipsy, but I ain't drunk.
I wasn't drunk though, and I wasn't even tipsy. Like I just was like, okay, well, if you think I'm drunk, then maybe I'm tipsy, but I wasn't either.
Then,
I didn't even drink.
Then you and your friends just got drunk and all y'all passed out, went to sleep.
We missed our reservation. We were supposed to. Our reservation. That's a long story, man.
Yeah,
that's a long story.
Yeah,
we was so mad. I was so hungry.
She don't need to drink it.
I did drink a lot that weekend. I drank
a
lot.
I will say you will get sleepy too when you drunk. I'll say this. You be mad or annoying. And I'll be like, see, you being annoying.
Annoying?
You be like, how am I being annoying? I'm just telling you. Be annoying and emotional, bro.
I'll be emotional.
A little bit.
I'll be emotional.
A little bit. To me. I'm saying what to me
you always think I'm emotional.
Yes, you are. Oh, and then she get to a point where I just want to lay down. She want to go to sleep. That's how she is drunk. Me,
always like that.
No, I'm saying like I'm just sitting there like
crazy.
No, because I want the room to stop spinning, and I was trying to make sure I can focus. Because last time I was drunk, like literally I was DJing, and I'm sitting there like this, and motherfucker, hey, can you play this? I'm like, hey, you fucking blowing me, bro. Leave me alone. And that's the last time I ever been like. And that was in college.
I apologize to anyone I made uncomfortable and hope I'm forgiven. Then you got a comment right here saying, you're not a teenager, dude. You clearly can't handle your alcohol. So either figure out a way to stop drinking or don't go to these events if this is how you're going to be, which I completely agree with. Here's another one of his tweets. Agree. I feel very stupid and embarrassed. Think like 99% of my problems always stem from drinking, so I'm gonna reevaluate my relationship with alcohol. I'm not downplaying anything. I know I'm dumb and know better. I will accept any consequences that come my way. And
rehab.
For some reason, somebody in the comment section said, that's my goat. We are in the same boat. Gentleman drinker mango coming. That is insane to call a man your goat right after he's live in 4K, sexually harassing a woman. 3 women. Triple kill. Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? Then here's another tweet that he put out. Couldn't sleep. Feel like I let so many people down. Talked to a few friends and just realized I have a problem. Everyone has coddled me for so long and kind of looked the other way when it came to my drinking. Don't want anyone to feel bad for me / defend me. Sorry to everyone I've let down or hurt. I know it just looks like I'm trying to save face, but I genuinely feel so awful about it. All I've done is reflect on my life and realize I'm a broken human. I will try and redeem myself over time, as I always do. Gonna stop drinking immediately and get it together. Sorry that I'm a fuck up, but I will and can be better. And from the
sound like he's still drunk. Or got a hangover. That's how, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know when the...
No, true.
Was it the next day he put this stuff out?
I don't know. But you get what I'm saying? It sounds like somebody that's drunk. How they be talking, they be like, man, I'm sorry, man. That's what he sound like. I know I'll be fucking up, bro. But just know you got to bear with me. Just try with... That's what he sounds like. I know I done made so many excuses in life.
I don't know how his tweets normally sound, so I mean, you know.
But that would just sound like somebody's intoxicated and
just
regretful.
This whole situation, you may be wondering, what were some of the consequences of his actions? Well, one of them was he got dropped from the org that he's in, Cloud9. They actually put out this statement right here today. We are aware of the recent incident involving Joseph Mango Marquez and fully acknowledge the concerns raised by our community and partners. Following an internal evaluation, we have made the decision to release Mango from Cloud9. Regardless of tenure or accomplishments, the behavior demonstrated is entirely unacceptable and directly conflicts with our organization's core values. We maintain a zero-tolerance stance regarding harassment or any other form of inappropriate conduct. Our primary focus remains fostering a respectful, inclusive, and safe environment for everyone associated with Cloud9. We will continue to collaborate closely with our talent, partners, and community to uphold and reinforce those standards. We wish Mango the best in his future endeavors. And Mango commented below saying, I'm sorry, C9. You guys were always amazing to me, and I'm so sorry it has to end this way. Appreciate everyone at the org. C9 will always have a special place in my heart. And I feel like this was the right move for C9 to make. This is one of the people representing your brand. If that person is in 4K, sexually harassing women, and you as the org let that slide, it gives other people the green light to do something like this. So I think this was the right move for C9. Even though Mango has been in C9 for about 10 plus years, I still think it's the right move. One person could ruin future opportunities for your org, so I think this is completely valid. Ludwig also put out a statement because it was his event, and Mango is a friend of Ludwig, and this is what he had to say.
So I feel really bad about that. And, you know, I reached out to...
You think because I know people like that would be in this situation, be like, damn, if I never invited, like, so it's like you hold a little bit of the guilt, but I don't think you should hold guilt because at the end of the day, he a grown ass man. He needs to be able to handle his own liquor.
Yeah, like if anyone ever feels that way, like that's not your fault. Someone else's actions.
Yeah,
like we're grown here. You know what I'm saying? You have to take accountability and deal with the consequences if there are any for some.
What is this?
Just mind your business.
Anyone who I felt might have felt uncomfortable and talk to them. But also, and I already told Mango this, I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mogul Moves events. Because, like, you know, it's a privilege to go to an event, man. Like, the whole point of an event is, like, it's a fun thing to do, have a good-ass time. And if somebody appearing as somebody else having a good time, that just can't be a thing. Now, I see a lot of dialogue on, like, broader implications. I'm only worried about my team, my events, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't speak for the Melee community. I'm not, like championing any other action. I'm
Looks like the clip cuts off right there. Unfortunately, I wish he was able to finish his sentence, but we get the gist. I think I agree with this as well. I feel like for Ludwig, it's kind of the same as like what the orgs had to do. This was the right precaution to take. If you invite a friend into a space and your friend is harassing your other friends and business associates, I think it's the right move to just take that friend out of the equation and just take him out of the events as a whole. Because
we had a situation similar to that happened with us. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say no names or detail, but we had some people over and an individual felt uncomfortable by another individual, which made me be like, fuck, bro. You get what I'm saying? But I know it's not on me, but then again, it is on me because I invited the individual.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, damn. And then I don't want this individual to feel some type of way because, you know?
Yeah.
But you do feel that way. And it's hard to say not to feel that way. But you ain't got, like, you feel like
your feelings are valid in the moment, but also it's also not
your fault.
Or necessarily
you can't control somebody else's
responsibility
actions.
As far as like someone else's actions.
Yeah.
It'll be a difference if this person is like physically doing something, like physically doing something, and you don't step in, and this is the person that most definitely. I'm like, okay, I'm looking at you crazy. But in like someone's actual actions, like either stuff they're saying or just like you could like definitely like speak up and be like tell this person to chill or like remove this person or whatever the case may be. But also just know that their like actions are not
necessarily a reflection of you, but it still is like
this
person wouldn't be in the space if I didn't. And so now I feel I'm feeling a sense of like regret or
like you'll regret like that. I shouldn't have invited you. Like especially if it's somebody that's always on that.
Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying. Like it's always something like like if it's alcohol involved or any other whatever, and this person coming around, you already 9 times out of 10 they're gonna be on some BS. Yeah. So then I'll be looking at you crazy like you always invite this person and you always ruining stuff. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, that situation I was just like. Like, I ain't gonna hold you, fellas. Y'all gotta put y'all, and I ain't gonna hold you. Majority of them be knowing.
And it was a similar situation, just not like with the
aggressive thrust and all that shit.
Yeah, all that.
But it
was fellas, like stuff that was being said, and I'm like, okay, like you need to chill.
Yeah, but also, fellas, a lot of y'all know how y'all are drunk. Mm-hmm. Y'all need to chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stop drinking. Yeah. Cause y'all know. You know? Yeah. It ain't like I don't even know how I am. Most people know how they are drunk.
Yeah, most definitely.
Move to just take that friend out of the equation and just take him out of the events as a whole. Because like he said, at the end of the day, this is a privilege. You never know who is watching you. A brand could have saw that clip and they may not have wanted to mess with Ludwig anymore because his friend is going around humping other people at his event non-consensually. Even though it's not Ludwig directly, it's an associate of Ludwig and brands will take that into account. And also it'd be pretty weird if Ludwig had that same event in the future, he invites similar people and he goes around humping again. Then it's just like, this could have been all avoided if he would have just took him out of the equation in the first place. So yeah, like I said, I think this was a great move from Ludwig. Mango has also put out a final statement saying, C9 dropping me, probably getting banned from tourneys. Fucking shit, man, no one to blame but myself. But man, never thought I could hit this low. Probably won't hear from me for a while. I'm sorry everyone, wish I was better. I had it all and tossed it in the trash can. And I will say, at least he's taking accountability for it. At least he's not over here just straight up blaming the alcohol or any other thing on the outside. At least he's just taking full accountability, which I will say that is great. But yeah, what can we take from this? Make wise decisions and do not let the lick take over, or any substance. Do not let any substance take over. Now, like I said earlier, Mango is a Smash pro, and for y'all that don't know, in the Smash community, there are a bunch of weirdos, you know, as y'all could probably already notice. But I was scrolling through Twitter and I actually saw this tweet where it was this person who took a snapshot of a few people from the Smash community and it was their response to the situation. And this is what a lot of them had to say. As you can see in the tweet, it says, Mango sexually harasses multiple women on stream, makes everyone extremely uncomfortable. See Cloud9, we've decided to part ways with Mango due to this. Ludwig, I'm not inviting him to events anymore. Mango, I fucked up and I will accept the consequences, and smash Twitter. This is what they had to say. I think you could have gone a little easier, and this is them replying to Cloud9. This is an overreaction. Boo, nothing happened. Nothing happened is crazy.
That's crazy.
When it is quite literally in 4K, 8K, Ultra Max HD. In my opinion, for one, this isn't helping the cancel culture ideology, and two, y'all shouldn't have kicked him over something like this. They shouldn't have kicked him over something like sexual harassment. Brother, what? Far worse things can happen. It's not like he was naked, grabbing people, etc. But hey, not my decision. Wishing both sides the best through this. So because he wasn't naked humping them, the fact that he was drunk humping them, and he wasn't naked makes it okay. But if he was naked, it'd be completely different. Are we serious, my boy? Actually, why am I even saying my boy? You are not my boy. Hold on. Let me take that back. Are we serious, boy? That sounds kind of crazy. But you guys think the need to Ludwig over something that was a slap on the wrist at best? Yikes. No. I don't think they could have just slapped something like this on the wrist. Because if they did, then he would have continued to do weirder things while drunk. Someone's got to stop him. And if that's Ludwig, C9, and all these other people, then I think that's completely fine. But yeah, Smash Twitter, a ton of weirdos. A lot of weirdos within that community. Only the Smash community would respond like this to sexual harassment. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. All that being said, this is going to wrap up the video. If you guys made this far, I appreciate you. Twitch Cameron WAK.
But I will say, like, I appreciate, I guess, him taking accountability. But I think it could have been on the grounds of, let me take accountability so people won't say anything to me. You know what I'm saying? Because some people be like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and try to jump ahead of this and take full ownership and accountability so I don't get dropped. So you know what I'm saying? So some people are not necessarily being genuine, but I don't know him. I'm
like don't know if it was
or
not, but I do agree with you. In some cases, some people do try to like just get ahead of everything and seem apologetic, or not saying he wasn't, but just speaking in general now. So you can never really tell, but I do feel like it was the right move because you don't want people to feel like this is something that we accept,
or even tolerate.
Because I would hope not.
Yeah, but y'all spam us up. Y'all let us know how y'all feel about it in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how I go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar.